What up? It's your boy Dosha Burna. We back on No Quantize. This week, we got a special guest in the building. If you didn't know, now you know. My dog, Greg the motherfucking Goon.
What up with you, big homie, man? It's a pleasure to be up in here, man.
Man, I thank you for coming, bro. You know, our schedules, you know, we was playing phone tag for a while. You know, we missed one appointment, but I'm glad you was able to make this one, bro.
I appreciate you having me, my G.
Man, Happy New Year to you. Everything
Happy
good?
New Year, man. Yes, sir.
Well, you looking good, smelling good, you know.
Feeling good, man. I like that aroma of that cologne that you had on that Cannabis, man. That bitch pressing.
You know what I'm
that
saying?
Bitch was pressing.
It's the ZA edition. You know
Oh.
You know what I mean? We're gonna get right into it though, bro. Where did the musical influences start for you, bro?
Man, I'm all over the place, man. When it comes to musical influences, pretty much anything and everything is a musical influence. But I would have to say that old school music, that Philly sound, that Motown sound.
Motown, huh?
Yeah, that's definitely my influences.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. So when did you start making music? Like what year? How old was you?
I was 11 when I first started writing raps, and the first actual beat to a track that I made and rapped on, I was about 14 or 15.
Okay, so at 11 years old, you writing raps. Who were you listening to at 11 that said, "Fuck that, I'm about to make my own raps"? Who was you listening to that made
I can remember the song, and I can remember the first couple bars of the first rap I ever wrote in my life.
Talk to me.
I'ma make a meal to see just how it feel. Help my mama pay the bills, negotiate some deals. That Juvenile, follow me now, cause I want it all, but that's where they came from.
Bro, that's what's up, man. So Juvie is a big inspiration for you. Who else was a big inspiration?
Stevie Wonder, Prince.
What about MJ?
Oh, fucking right.
Okay. Because I know you said Prince. You know.
I know they had that little
Tupac back in the day.
Yeah. You know how that shit actually started?
How so?
James Brown had a show.
They threw him on stage together.
And he called Mike on stage. Mike leaned over and whispered to him and told him Prince was in the audience and to call Prince on stage. Yeah. Prince gets on stage, grabs a guitar, start playing. The guitar is not actually a real guitar. It's really kind of a prop.
Okay.
So it's malfunctioning on him while he's trying to play it, Mike keying. So now Prince like, I gotta step it up and be one up. So Prince like, well, I'm gonna try to be sexy now, fuck the guitar. So he go to swing on his light, which is actually a prop.
Yeah.
And he falls. Yeah. And Mike key, and everybody who would come over to Neverland, Mike would play that clip and show him.
Say, bro.
So that's how they beef started.
Say, bro, you remember the Moonwalker movie? Michael Jackson had a movie called Moonwalker, like around the Bad era.
Yeah.
Say they got a scene where that nigga Michael Jackson sneak dissed that nigga Prince, man.
No, man.
Remember when the little kids did the Bad video?
Yeah.
All right, so at the end, when the little nigga who played Michael, the little Michael, they walking down the steps, he was like, yo, where Bubbles at? He was like, yo, he in the trailer. He said he got some shit in a Prince t-shirt on. That nigga like, Prince t-shirt? Fuck.
You know why Mike sneak dissed him? Especially, look, what's crazy is it's clever that he did it like that. And the whole situation behind that is funny because Prince was actually supposed to be on Bad and turned it down. So that's why Mike sneak dissed him like
bro,
that.
That was some cold shit, bro. Like, niggas, and then, you know, Jermaine was even sneak dissing Michael at one point. Like, them niggas had beef and got diss records on each other, nigga.
Hey, them Jacksons some fucked up people on the cool. You know, Randy, baby mama, is married to Jermaine now, and she has kids with Randy and with Jermaine. So the kids are brothers and sisters and first cousins.
That's some cold shit.
Them Jacksons some fucked up people, bro. I ain't gonna say they fucked up people, cause you know I'm a big fan of their music. They just got some fucked up ways.
Nah, I ain't never heard that one. That was crazy.
And then go look it up. It's real. Jermaine took Randy baby mama, and then that same baby mama is who Tina Turner shot Randy behind. Cause Randy was over there on some.
Shot a bitch?
Tina Turner shot Randy Jackson.
Oh shit! What? Yo, I just saw a clip on Vlad. This nigga say he saw Michael Jackson freebasing cocaine. Nigga, at Studio 54. I was like, I don't believe that, bro. I was like, There's some certain shit.
Nah. If you know the stories about Studio 54, ask yourself why would Mike be in Studio 54?
I mean, they say he was studying the sound, and then he created Off the Wall.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Mike was snorting dope.
But I was like, damn. I was like, my nigga wasn't freebasing cocaine. Now, was
if he was hanging with Richard Pryor, he was freebasing cocaine. Now, if somebody could pull up, you know how they got them pictures and it be circa. 1976.
Yeah.
If I ever see a picture that say somewhere around 1976 and it's Mike and Richard Pryor up in the picture together, I'ma automatically assume Mike was freebasing cocaine.
So who's your old school? Who's your favorite Motown act?
That's a hard one, but I'd have to go with Stevie.
Damn, I was gonna say Marvin, but Stevie is the GOAT, bro.
Yeah. You can't.
That nigga's the GOAT.
Bruh, Stevie got his hand in so many tracks that people don't even know, and careers that people. You know that Smokey Robinson song, that Tears of a Clown? Did you know that Stevie composed that whole thing by himself?
It sounds like a Stevie Wonder beat. Yeah. And then you know Michael Jackson, I Can't Help It, off the Wall.
Yeah.
That's a Stevie Wonder beat. That he wrote it and played the beat on that
Fuck you up. Did you ever catch this one? You know the Stevie Wonder song Part-Time Level?
Yeah.
You know the scatting part?
Yeah.
You know who voice that is on that song?
Who that?
Luther.
Oh shit. Yeah, Luther. He started out as a background.
Yeah. But Stevie had an ear for good people and good music.
Bro. Luther was a fucking problem.
Fucking right.
That nigga was a problem.
It fucked me up when I found out that 70% of Luther Vandross songs was covers. Because he took the songs and made them his own.
That was the thing back in the day, though. Like, the Isley Brothers wrote probably like 3 of the classic songs, like "Who's That Lady," "It's Your Thing," and like so many different people. Yeah, so many people performed these songs and put it on their album, bro. I'm like, damn, that's cold, bro. Like,
because back then the laws with music was a little different.
Yeah.
As long as you was doing a cover song, you couldn't have got sued back then. But now you have to get clearance for a cover now. Yeah. But back then, any artist could cover anybody's music, and that go all the way back to the 50s when white people was able to just steal black artists' music and do that. Yeah. So that's where that law kind of, and then it kind of worked in our favor with certain shit. You know, all right, Lauryn Hill, Killing Me Softly.
Yeah.
You know,
that's a cover.
Roberta Flack, Killing Me Softly. But did you know Killing Me Softly actually came from a white chick named Lori Lieberman in 71, and it wasn't a hit song till Roberta Flack covered it in I think like 73 or 74.
Okay.
Lori Lieberman wrote that song about Don McLean. Old boy that sang "Bye Bye Miss American Pie." She had a crush on Don McLean and made that song about Don McLean, and Roberta Flack took it and covered it and made it a hit.
That's crazy.
Luther Vandross, Superstar. All right, before Luther covered it, the Carpenters covered it. That was, and it was a hit when the Carpenters did it. But before the Carpenters did it, in '69, there was a group called Delaney, Bonnie, and Friends.
Okay.
And they originally made the song.
They originally artists for it.
But they didn't make a hit out of it. And then they had Eric Clapton playing the guitar on there. And the song, the dude, wife, Bonnie, she actually wrote that song about Eric Clapton, who was playing the guitar on the song.
Bro. Yeah, because I think Whitney Houston's song, her biggest song, "I Will Always Love You," that's a Dolly Parton song. I'm like, damn.
Did you know Elvis tried to buy that song?
No.
From Dolly Parton?
For real?
I'm talking about, and Dolly Parton would not sell it to Elvis.
Damn. I wonder why.
She never let a man cover that song either. The only person who got that song was Whitney, and she got it through Clive Davis.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Clive Davis, Whitney probably wouldn't have got her hands on it.
Oh, fuck no. Fuck no. Clive Davis was the cheat code.
Yeah.
Still is.
Janis Joplin. Who else Clive Davis?
Yo, she was a problem back in the day, bro.
Clive discovered her and put her out.
Yeah.
She was under Clyde umbrella when she died.
Who you think he got the biggest like influences? Quincy Jones or Clive Davis?
Quincy. The reason why I say Quincy
got like 60 years in the game.
60 years in the game and so many different
genres. This nigga started with, I say, Ray Charles.
Before Ray? Well, no. In that same era of Ray, he veered off and went to Paris and then ended up composing for Sinatra and doing Sinatra's orchestra.
I thought it was Ray, and then working through that. Then he met Sinatra, and then he did Sinatra, and then he was like, all right, I'm gonna go to Paris, and then he met that lady. She was like the queen music lady, and she taught this nigga string arrangements. So you gotta think about it.
He had the string arrangements before.
So he was doing strings.
Sinatra.
He was
so
doing,
Paris came before Sinatra.
I thought he was doing the horns for.
He did the horns for
Sinatra.
No, he conducted Sinatra's orchestra.
Okay.
That fly me to the moon and all that. That's all Quincy.
That's Quincy shit, yeah.
Quincy was a youngster under Ray Charles.
Yeah.
So when he was in the Ray era, he was kind of learning with Ray. Mm-hmm. And then he went on to start performing with Count Basie and people like that when he was on his trumpet still. Yeah. And then he went to
Frank and them.
Yeah.
And then I'm telling you, bro, when he came back, this nigga started doing movie scores, bro.
Movie scores.
And that shit changed the game for this dude.
And dog, man, a fucking Quincy Jones movie score, dog, is more pressure than a lot of people beats.
Zimmer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dog. David Foster is still trying to get to what Quincy Jones
You know that Austin Powers theme song?
Yeah.
That's a Quincy Jones beat.
In the Heat of the Night. It's a Quincy beat. Sad for the Sun.
The Fresh Prince. Say Joe, the Fresh Prince is a Quincy Jones beat. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, this nigga Quincy Jones been in every era, bro. Like from the 50s, 60s, 70s. Cause he did the Wiz towards the end, you know what I'm saying? While he was doing the movie scores, he did.
And then he came back alive in the '90s. Remember, he did Secret Garden with Tevin Campbell and DeBarge and shit. That bitch Quincy ain't sleep, bro. That bitch ain't miss a beat.
Then he had like Vibe magazine too. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, Quincy was like Mr. Music. That's what I think is like the biggest. He's like the ultimate GOAT. Like you get to the final boss, that nigga's the final boss.
Is Quincy? He got one of. I think Quincy is.
He might be. I know he got all kind of awards and accolades. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think nobody got more than him. Like I don't think nobody got more accolades in music than Quincy. Yeah, than Quincy.
I think he is an EGOT winner, and they say that's the most prestigious thing you could be. Did you know John Legend was, I think, the second youngest EGOT winner?
Really?
Tell you who else is an EGOT winner? Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh yeah.
Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Award winner. That's some dope ass shit, dog.
Shit, yeah.
That's how I want to be.
So when did hip hop come into play for you? Like what? Who were some of your favorite rappers growing up besides Juvie? Like
Pac out the gate.
What was it about Pac? Because I think a lot of kids don't know much about Pac, but Vlad interviews and you know what I'm saying. Art of Dialogue videos and interviews, you know, they don't really know the Pac that we saw, that we knew.
Pac being so heartfelt and Pac being such a three-dimensional and deep character, what Pac stood for, Pac's lyricism, and the production on a Pac track is so clean and just whatever producer touch Pac track, whatever beat Pac ride, whatever message Pac send, you gotta pick up on it.
Say, bro, you know what I noticed? I listened to Pac album the other day, bro, and Pac likes specific beats towards the end, like that All Eyes on Me. A lot of the beats had the same drum loop, and niggas didn't catch it. It's basically boom, boom, with the open hi-hat. All his beats start off like that.
Another thing too. All Pac hits are samples.
Yeah.
Every one of Pac hit songs until the end of time. Yeah. That song
California
running that Eminem redid.
Yeah.
I Ain't Mad at You. California Love. Shed So Many Tears. Brenda's Got a Baby. Hit 'em up.
Yeah.
All of
so he didn't really make no royalties like that if he had like all these samples, because you got to think about it. They had to like clear them samples first.
True, but think about this. He is still selling till this day.
Oh, of course.
So, in his lifetime, he might have not made the money he was supposed to.
But he definitely made it over time.
He definitely made it over time.
You know, like, artists get their masters back off their contract they signed 20 years into the game.
Right.
So imagine if he was still alive
And got his masters. Oh my God.
And he's still doing movies, da. Bro, this dude.
And that's why I think I like Pac so much. And my second best would have to be Jay. Because Jay influences my actual rapping style.
What about Biggie? Biggie was kind of dark. I ain't gonna lie. Niggas
Biggie was kind of dark, and I like Biggie.
He was the first Eminem.
But you know, usually when you pick an artist or a producer, you kind of feel something in they aura pulls them towards you. Like Rick James, his aura just pulls me toward him because that's part of my personality. I get drunk and Rick James, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So like with Biggie, I never really felt that feeling.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? From him just being so dark and being, you know.
I'm telling
but
you,
like with Pac and Jay, I feel both of them.
MC point, and then like I said, if you like Jay, you gotta understand.
Jay was influenced by Biggie.
No, not even influenced. They was coming up around the same time, and it was basically like the two best niggas from the city.
Right.
Linking up, and then they found out they had similar writing styles, so it was always kind of like a friendly competition on who was gonna have a better flow, you know what I'm saying, and bars and that shit. So if you like Jay-Z cadence and his flow, his bars, bro, I promise you.
Oh, I fucks with Big. Don't get me fucked up.
If you listen to the album
I listen to Big.
That nigga and his storytellings, bro. The nigga,
one of Big tracks can't nobody fuck with, not even Pop. And that's that fucking song he got with Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah.
That's the hardest Biggie ever grabbed me on the track.
Like
so
that?
don't get me wrong, I don't not listen to Biggie, but man, the shit that Biggie said, the blue lights, nigga move like Mike, shit, not to be fucked with. Motherfuckers better duck quick.
Yeah.
Cause me
and
my
that's
dog
him
love
trying to do
shit.
their style. So he like adapted to their style. And did his thing. But my hot take was, I thought Pac got murdered on his Bone Thugs feature. You know what I'm saying? I thought Biggie did a better performance vocal wise.
He did.
And
he
Pac,
did. I must agree with you.
Because he didn't even try to rap on the beat like
Fuck
talking
no.
about it. Like, it sounded like he got paid and he just did it and bounced that.
No, what it was
that nigga died lyrically on that song.
He died lyrically on that song, but that song wasn't Pac's persona. That song was Bone Thugs' persona.
It wasn't Biggie's either. So Biggie adapted. You see what I'm saying? And he murdered it.
True, and but I think Biggie had a better beat to work with though. Think about this, that Stevie J composition, that fucking live guitar now.
Bro, with the
keep
gun
it real, you gonna eat that bitch. But it's too bone, it's too dark. It's too dark. It's too bone.
He was Machiavelli. You know what I'm saying?
I know
he was on his shit. He was on his bullshit.
And if you listen to it, Pac had a good delivery. But lyrically, he wouldn't fuck with them boys. Them boys, that was really their element. It must be close to the Armageddon, Lord. Yeah. No, to the club, my body, and that's what I'm saying. Talking.
Like, Tupac has verses where he can give it like melodic tone, and stretch the word, and that's what he could have did more on that, but he just didn't.
It sounded like them boys was coming behind Biggie on Biggie one.
Yeah.
On that one.
Yeah.
Busy that's Busy.
All them niggas be throwing shots.
Yeah, but I'm saying songs, you know the first one.
Yeah.
Old boy that come on it, that's Busy. It must be close to the Armageddon. Mm-hmm. That boy had already killed that track by the time Pac came. I'll probably be punished for all this. Blood to the face. And then the way Pac cadence was on the beat, in Pac defense, he didn't have to come too lyrical because his delivery.
I got another hot take for you, man. I was riding, I was at work, and I was listening to All Eyes on Me.
Okay.
And so Joe had called me. He was like, "Say, bro, I got the best of Vanilla White on vinyl, bro. I'm checking out, listening to the album and shit like that, bro." And I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'm listening to Pac right now." Da 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 da. And I'm like, "Say, bro, I think this nigga Pac really was like in his motherfucking bag on that album, bro. Like the chip on his motherfucking shoulder." And I'm like, I don't think Big Sight is a real person. I think that's Tupac rapping and they just screwed his voice up, bro.
No, I know Big Sight. Big Sight is a real person.
Bro, and I'm like,
well, I don't know him personally, but I know Big Sight through a lot of my people.
I was like, Joe, I don't think
Big Sight is a real person.
I think
Big Sight is an actual rolling 60s crip up in California. Like, I know Big Sight through my people. Like, Big Sight is a real person.
I'm like, this nigga sounds just like Tupac.
As a matter of fact, I was watching this thing on Death Row the other night. It was like a behind the scenes of Death Row thing. And Big Sight and Pop used to be like this. Like you could see Big Psych like on side of Pac all the time. As a matter of fact, Big Psych in that Hit 'Em Up video.
Bro, I just listen to the voice and I'm like,
but that's like your dog. Yeah. You and your dog around each other 24/7. Y'all start to type kind of talk alike and have the same kind of mannerisms because y'all around each other all the time. And I think that's kind of what happened with Psych and Pac.
Yeah. So who your top 5 producers, bro? Who you think are like the 5 best producers in your opinion?
All right, now you got to give me more than 5.
Okay.
Because all right, we're gonna do regional, and then we're gonna do industry.
Okay.
Because I feel like our regional producers.
So give me 5 regional, and then we're gonna do the 5 nationwide.
5 regionals. Happy P.
Okay.
Low Key God, Rest the Dead.
Okay.
I'm gonna put you and Joe in the same box.
Okay.
Because y'all on the same team.
You gonna put me
so
and
that's
Joe
kind of like the Neptunes.
They say Joe don't be making them beats, man.
Man, that's bullshit. Joe making beats. I'm gonna put you and Joe in the same box. Gutter Baby.
Okay.
And myself, even though I'm underrated. I gotta put myself in the box too. That's my 5 regional.
That's what's up.
Now, as far as industry, Rick Rubin, Timbaland.
Hold on. That's a first. And I know if you say Rick Rubin, I know why you said it. But explain to people why you said Rick Rubin. And people don't even know who Rick Rubin is.
Rick Rubin is basically the foundation that Russell Simmons built Def Jam off of musically.
So he did the Beastie Boys,
Run DMC, some of Curtis Blow tracks, LL Cool J.
So all them classic songs from that era is
the Crush Groove era.
That's Rick Rubin.
Tim and Pharrell, I kind of put them in the same box, and it's cliche for me to say Tim and Pharrell because so many people did it, and there's so many other greats that I'm a veer around them.
Them niggas are cold though.
Yeah, they cold, but I'm a veer around.
Like Ken and Ryu, man.
Yeah,
you know
but I'm a veer around.
Sub-Zero and Scorpion, you know what I mean?
Brian Wilson. Beach Boys.
Speak on it.
I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving that.
What about his compositions that you say this nigga's one of the top greats?
Innovation. With that album Pet Sounds, that was right around the time that the Beatles was about to put out Sgt. Pepper's. So he knew he had to come with a different sound to elevate him because it was about to go into that psychedelic era, but it had not yet made it up. So he started doing shit like raising up a grand piano, and instead of playing the keys, he'll pluck the strings.
That's cool.
And that harpset sound that we hear on a lot of songs now and that we kind of emulate came from him doing that.
That's hard.
Little shit like that. So I'd say Brian Wilson. So who I got? Rick Rubin, Brian Wilson, Quincy.
Quincy for sure.
David Foster.
Explain to people who David Foster is in case they don't know.
That's the guy who did Whitney Houston's version of And I. He also discovered Michael Bublé.
That nigga going platinum every Christmas, bro. They say that nigga has the most streamed songs when Christmas time, even bigger than Mariah.
And Prince. Bublé. That's my 5 producers.
Say, bro, that little motherfucker, man.
And
that
Prince.
was a bad motherfucker, bro. And you know he kind of innovated this snare that it was in the 80s. It's called the gated reverb snare. You know what I'm saying? And basically what they did was you take a snare and you put reverb on it, right?
Right.
But you put a gate right where you want the time to stop. So if you have a decay time of like, let's say 0.25 milliseconds,
right,
you can have that tail hit and then stop at like 0.1 something. So it's like,
so it's still reverby, but it's not hardcore echo.
It stops the tail. So
that's kind of dope.
So think about a Prince song and think about that snare and listen to it. The tail hits, and then once you get more of the sequence, it'll stop.
Boom, boom, bop, boom.
You see what I'm saying? And that created the sound of the 80s. Everybody used to do that trick. It's called the reverb gate trick. You know
That's dope.
For your snares and shit. So that if you're looking for like an 80s sound, just use vintage drums.
And add that reverb to it.
Add that reverb to it and put a gate on it and just stop that bitch quick, just like on your time sequence. You see what I'm saying? And
That's dope.
That shit gonna give you that sound every time. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope as fuck.
You know what I'm saying? That nigga Prince, bro. And he had a female engineer. Niggas didn't know. He had a female engineer the whole time, bro. It was one lady.
Yeah.
She recorded all his music and mixed his shit.
And then he only used the band for live performances.
Yeah.
Everything else is all Prince.
Yeah.
Everything. So that's another thing that made Prince such a dope producer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And he had he had Morris Day, and he had fucking Apollonia, you know what I'm saying?
Apollonia and Vanity. And he took
that ladies'
Vanity.
room, that beat goes so fucking hard, bro.
Did you know that he took Vanity from Rick James?
I believe it.
That's part of their beef. Part of it.
I believe it.
The second part of their beef.
Rick James a bad producer too, bro.
Yeah.
That's a
Rick
bad
is.
motherfucker, bro.
Rick is. Because Rick got Tina Marie and different shit like that. So I don't know.
This nigga shook back the Temptations, bro.
Yeah.
This nigga shook back the Temptations.
So that was Rick that produced Treat Her Like a Lady?
Mm-hmm.
I like opening doors.
That's a Rick James
off the
beat.
floor. That's dope. That's dope. That's fucking dope. You just learned me something.
Yeah,
like
that nigga shook back the Temptations, nigga.
Yeah, dog. For real.
Yeah, that nigga.
And now that you say it, that song kind of sound like some shit that Rick will sing. It's kind of hard that she's always been looking for.
Say, bro, me and Joe be joking all the time about fucking MC Hammer, bro, and his run, and how niggas don't realize that nigga was that nigga back in the day, bro.
Fucking right.
That nigga was that nigga back in the day.
Man, MC Hammer looked like a regular dope dealer with big pants on back then, man. The glasses, the chains, man, Hammer, man. And then niggas be getting Hammer fucked up because of that industry shit. Hammer was really a gangster on some shit. Like, niggas sleep on Hammer. And if you listen to Too Legit to Quit and shit like that, man, Hammer really low-key D-boy on some shit. They don't be respecting Hammer, but Hammer the man.
Hey, that first song he ever dropped, that Let's Get It Started, that was it? That beat go home. That beat was hard as a motherfucker too, man.
Everything Hammer hard, dog.
That nigga that.
Hey, I fucks with Hammer. As a matter of fact, you might have me go home and sample some Hammer. Might
so
go
what
slow
you got
down
coming next music-wise, bro?
Man, I've been working on this album for the past 2 years.
Yeah.
And I haven't released it because I've been...
What you waiting on, man?
I've been on my Prince shit. Except I'm trying to conquer engineering too.
Okay.
And then... Like, I just been with different shit.
So you just learning engineering, or you just trying to
trying to perfect it.
Okay.
Like I'm like Dre with the Detox. I get to a point to where I be like, okay, the album finished. I can put it out now, and then I hear a flaw.
Let me give you some key advice. Joe will tell you, bro. I'll mix a song, especially if it's my album. He'll get new mixes every day. I'll do it.
I had Joe tired of me for the refill with that track for shit and for with the shit and with the shit. Yeah. Man, ask Joe. I would send Joe a different version of that track every fucking day. I think by us making beats and just with our vocals and our beats, if we don't feel like it's perfection, because don't get me wrong, I could edit somebody else's track right now or do a beat for somebody else and it'd be nasty. But if it's me, I'm gonna be so self-conscious about the sound and sensitive about the sound. It can have one little flaw and I'm ready to take it down, which I'm glad I did that with royalties, because now I got my little brother singing on there and they got an R&B feeling and it ain't my raspy voice trying to sing.
He be trying to tell a lot of us, bro, because I was gonna say, you know what I'm saying, doing that shit, bro, like the advice I can give you, you know what I'm saying, with engineering, bro, is always keep clean ears. Don't ever mix when you already been making the beat for 35 minutes.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Because it's gonna all start to blend.
You know what I'm saying? And always come back to it. Clean your ears. So, you know,
and never mix on a time frame.
Nah, just mix it when you haven't been listening to no music.
Because you ever notice if you try to mix on a time frame, say you got this event coming up and you want the song mixed for that, you gonna flaw trying to build perfection in that little bit of
Dosha Burna. Welcome to Centurion Car Care, located at 11857 Florida Boulevard, where we do quality work at an affordable price. We also do paint and body, exhaust work, and any minor and major mechanic work. Best mechanic shop south of the Mississippi.
Look, Louisiana Daiquiri Factory. You can follow me at LA_Daiquiri Factory. And look, this how we rolling with it. I'm making daiquiris with premium alcohol. You see this here? That's what I'm making my daiquiris with. This is apple cognac. We make this with V-Long. Yo, this shit fire. We make a tropical passion with this new Ciroc. We got a green apple. That's his favorite.
It's my favorite, y'all.
Peach Douce, strawberry Hennessy, plenty different flavors. Just follow me at Louisiana Daiquiri Factory. Simple. You can call me, DM me, or text me, and I'm pulling up. Certified. You heard me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got drink.
Down.
The album that I got the tracks from you and that I've been doing with Joe people, I think that's the one that's gonna really catch my Baton Rouge and Gonzales crowds. That's the one that's gonna really put me out there. So that's gonna be the next drop. Okay. But the art of production is something that I've been trying
masterpiece
that I've been trying to prove to myself. The art of production is my detox.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say that because it ain't gonna never come out. But I would say, bro, treat that shit like it's a child. You know what I'm saying? You gotta incubate it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta nurse it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta nurture it, and then you know what I'm saying. You can present it to the world. You know what I'm saying? So don't let nobody rush your process. Don't let nobody force you. If motherfuckers asking for it, that's a good thing. You want a demand for it. So it's a good thing you dropping a project before it so you can, you know, try to increase that demand for this project. You know, and promotion is key. If you telling people it's coming, you know what I'm saying, they gonna want it.
Oh yeah, it's definitely coming and it's definitely worth the wait. Because of the vibe that you're gonna get when you listen to it, and if you into lyricism and having to think. If you don't want to hear a rapper that make you...
Is it going to be like a full-length project?
Oh, full-length project. I think I'm going to do 10 songs. Okay. I ain't going to go more than 10 because anything more than 10 nowadays is kind of redundant.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Nobody really do the whole 16 no more.
Niggas ain't even doing 2 verses on songs, bro.
Yeah, and see, I'm doing 2 verses, full beats, breaking down. I got some live instruments that I done added in, shit that I've been taking out, and then everything is so lyrical. Like, so if you don't want to think, see, like, I'm not gonna say the one that I'm doing with y'all not lyrical, because that one's lyrical. But that one is a mix of personalities. The art of production, like, is like, I'm really like letting you inside my head, like, type shit. Like, damn, man, what a dude head is.
Yeah,
like,
I think you gotta give him the appetizer before you give him the meal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that'll be perfect, bro.
Yeah. And then a person could decide better after that's released. Yeah. Because see, with the album that I'm working on with y'all, I got too many hot people on it. I got Delwyn, I got Dylan Cage, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got beats from you, I got beats from Joe. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
quote unquote from Joe.
What they call it? Allegedly from Joe.
Produced by Joe.
But I look at it, that one got so many different personalities and efforts, and then it's kind of like an automatic win. You got all these hot people and all these hot tracks is an automatic win. I feel like the art of production is actually me giving the world a fair fight, because that next album ain't even a fair fight.
That's what's up, bro. Well, shit. Let them know how they can reach out to you to get a track or get a feature from you.
Man, you can holler at me. Look, I ain't even shy about Facebook. You can holler at me on my Facebook, Gregory Larks. You can holler at me on my Instagram, at the official Greg Da Goon. You can hit me up on my Gmail, gregdagoon73@gmail.com. You know, as long as you talking business, no fraternizing or no weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with me.
No soliciting either.
No soliciting either. Yeah, if you trying to sell pussy or something, I don't want to buy it. I'm good. You know, back pay somebody else, man. Leave me alone. I'm cool, man. I need every dollar right now.
Well, look, Greg, man, we appreciate you for stopping.
Man, I appreciate y'all having me and the dialogue, my G. I appreciate it, though.
Man, we had Greg Da Goon on No Quantize this week. Make sure y'all follow The Antidote on YouTube, Roku TV, Fire TV, and Apple TV. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and subscribe. We out.
Peace.